When I was about 11 or 12 years old, something happened that I'll never forget. We were living with an older couple from our church that had let us to stay in their in law apartment that was connected to their farmhouse, which was such a huge blessing, and the older couple kind of became like grandparents to us. As we lived there, we got to know them, having meals and spending time with one another, but a specific day kind of rings true for me. I was, like I said, hanging out by myself in the apartment, and suddenly I hear a banging sound coming from their side of the house. I stop what I'm doing, kind of listen for a second. It was an unusual sound that at least made me stop and just listen a little closer. When I did, I heard somebody calling for help. When I ran to the other side of the house, I found Miss Betty lying on the floor, injured and clearly in pain. I didn't know what to do. I was in shock and fear. I was totally unaware of anything to do to help, but she kind of told me what I could do to help her the most, turning off the oven, making sure things were kind of not going to blow up the house while she was incapacitated. Um, and I just kind of sat there with her for a second, making sure she was okay. And then I ran out to my mom, who was in the garden a little ways away, and told her about it. She came in, called 911. And this part is the part that really sticks with me. As we were waiting, I kind of helped my mom as much as I could, get her into good sitting position, making sure she's okay in whatever way we could. And then the EMTs and firefighters came. When they came, I remember just kind of standing back. I was totally not going to be any help anymore, but I remember just the way that they worked and the kindness and the calmness that they showed, and just how they were able to make everybody feel less stressed and like they had it under control. And that was a very stressful time for all of us there that were a part of it, because it was, she was in pain. I didn't know what to do. My mom didn't know what to do. It was a very stressful time, and they were able to calm things down and just have the reassurance for us. And I remember also with other instances of hearing about fires and other things that EMTs and especially firefighters were helping out in, and just being amazed by it, and then being able to see them in action was just a crazy experience, and something that really, really stuck with me. Miss Betty, thankfully, was fine. She recovered well. She made me a little plaque that said "My Hero," which still have to this day. I wish I could show it. It's in storage, but it is something that really stuck with me, because when I saw the "My Hero" thing, I was thinking like, no, like that's not me. That's the firefighters. That's the EMTs. And it's true. They are really the heroes of a lot of just the scary things that happen in this world. But it also made me think, I actually do want to be that type of hero. And Miss Betty's, gratefulness to me was a huge push. And also just seeing the way that the firefighters and EMTs worked kind of pushed me into a direction. And when I was in high school, I got certified to be a firefighter, and then became a volunteer firefighter in my town. And I just always think of that moment with Miss Betty as the thing that kind of piqued the interest, that really pushed me forward onto that path, um, as something that I wanted to do and wanted to put my life there out on the line with those people as heroes. And it's something that I haven't had the experience of doing yet, but it's something that I am very willing to do and hope to be a part of more and more. That moment was one of the moments that really pushed me to become a firefighter, and to join the League of Heroes, so to speak. And so it just shows how one small instance can mean so much and make such a lasting difference in the people's lives that it affects, and those watching. as well as just looking at the things around you and seeing how you can be helpful, how you can serve the community around you.